Hi, Aries. Healing Grasshopper here to do your July 2024 reading. I am sorry I am terribly late, but I've had a bout of laryngitis that I'm recovering from now. It, it it lasted quite a long time, and it was quite severe to the point where you couldn't even hear me. So I physically could not record. So, but hope luckily it subsided in time for me to get in the July reading, so I'm grateful for that. I like to get the readings out a few weeks before the month arrives, but here I am delivering in the beginning of the month a little later than I like, but still in time. So I'm grateful for that. I hope you can forgive me. I guess you are because you're here. Blah blah. I'm babbling because I haven't been talking. I haven't been able to talk all this time, so I'm like, yay! People can hear me. Anyway, um, let's talk about the astrology really quick, and then we're going to get to tarot. So Neptune is retrograding in Pisces. So for okay, so this came out for Pisces, Knight of Pentacles. Um, and this totally depicts what I was about to say, that for Aries, Neptune in Pisces, the general energy is radical ideas, right? So it's going to be an exciting time. By the way, I'm sorry. Neptune is retrograding in Pisces on the 2nd of July. So it's already happened, the transition, and it's going to stay with us until, um, sorry, December 7th, right? So this is going to be a time of getting an avalanche of ideas, right? So I have been telling everyone to either go buy yourself a nice journal, go to Barnes and Noble and pick one up and start writing these ideas down, because it's going to be so many of them that you're not going to be able to write them down. I mean, you're not going to be able to remember them or implement them all at once. Um, there's going to be a lot, guys. So, but for some of the signs, it's like write these down and start choosing which ones to implement in this month, but not for you, Aries. And you're not going to like that because Aries is all about go, go, go. You're super fire energy. Um, but And it's so funny that the first card we got was Nine of Pentacles, because that's what Nine of Pentacles. That's the general message. Nine of Pentacles is take it easy. It's not time to go yet. Um. And that's exactly what the astrology says for you. Um. So, you know what? That can be somewhat of a frustrating suggestion for an Aries, but you know what? Think of it this way. It's just time to kind of take it all in and, enjoy it. It's kind of like go grab your popcorn and enjoy the exciting orientation for your new life that's going to show up on the screen type thing. You know, no need to run out of the theater so quickly. Stay in the theater, enjoy your popcorn, and watch the presentation type thing, because there's going to be downloads that you're going to be getting, and each of those downloads are going to excite you. And we're going to talk about pyrite soon because I've been suggesting pyrite for all the signs for this Neptunian energy. It's going to be very helpful. It's not expensive. Happens to be a quality piece. You don't need to get something this big and quality. You can get a smaller piece. There are other types. I have like a square chunk somewhere that's really interesting. Anyway, um, I also have a pyrite sun too. This is interesting. Pyrite will help us sort through these influx of ideas. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is sitting on his horse. He is not moving, but he's holding a pentacle, which talks about something that he's focused on that he knows is valuable. But he's not rushing to go share it with people or cash it in or do something with it right away. He's just sitting on his horse, kind of assessing, right? That's what you need to be doing in this month. And maybe, oh, I was very hesitant to say this to the Aries. Maybe even for the next 6 months too. Aries, and I know you guys are like 6 months. What? No, because you guys are ready to like get your whip and kick the horse to start running. You know, but it's going to serve you well, Aries. Look, it's like you found this oracle, right? And the oracle is spitting out all these great ideas, right? And you get one idea, one message from the universe, and you're like, yay! And you run off with it, you know? But there's a whole deck of them, like wait and see what the rest of the messages are before you're running off with this one message. Okay? Um, is pretty much what this is saying because it's not going to just be the one thing. There's going to be tons of them, which is why I keep saying, um, yeah, we're not going to be upset by this tower, guys. Um, which is why I keep saying you're going to need to go get a journal or start utilizing your notebook in your phone or start organizing them in Excel, however you feel comfortable recording these things. But recording them is going to be important because there's going to be lots of them and they're going to come in fast. You know, the sooner one comes in, the next one's going to come in and you're going to forget the last one. So the tower, you know what? I'm not going to address this tower just yet. Yeah, hold on. What the energy that I'm getting off of this tower is not a catastrophic tower. So that much I can tell you. But we're going to see what the other cards below it are for me to really comment on it. The Eight of Pentacles is okay. So good. Aries, you'll be happy to have this Eight of Pentacles because remember what I said that for the next maybe 6 months you need to kind of stand still and assess. Eight of Pentacles is kind of countering that. There's going to be some implementing. Wait, what was that I just saw? Justice. Is justice for us? Is it in the center? Okay, smaller center card. Okay, let's have our focus card, please. All right, Page of Swords. Of course you do. Page of Swords in the Tower. Um, What else we got? An interesting reading. Okay, so I think we have some outside elements here seeping into this reading. And by outside, every reading up until now, I'm almost finished. I only have Leo and Sagittarius to do still. So the rest of the readings were very much focused on this Neptunian energy and the influx of ideas and stuff. But for you, Aries, you might need to be, oh yeah, Pisces to a degree. You may be needing to clean up some things in the past in order for you to move forward. Yeah, and the deck is a little wonky too, which confirms that deck is not tight deck. Mhm. Eight of Wands is almost your card exclusively, Aries. You guys are always in a hurry. Okay, yeah, Page of Wands. Wait, one more. What's our outcome here? Okay. You good, Aries. Oh boy. Yeah, see. Okay. So there are some interpersonal relationships here, Aries, that you're going to need to deal with. They're somewhat in your way. Let me get a sip of water. Okay, so this top line here, you have this ideas that you are recognizing as important that is going to come pretty suddenly. It's gonna there's gonna be like a wow factor to it, like OMG, it's like Newton's apple, you know. It's really gonna knock you out in the head, like wow, oh my gosh, and you're gonna want to get to work on it right away. But see, there are some things. Yeah, it's very blocked and cloudy and muddled. There are some things in the way, Aries, that you're going to need to clear. That Raguel, I refer to Raguel in my own life very often. Raguel, justice is the Raguel card for me. Raguel is the angel of justice. So, and whenever anyone does something to me, I'm angry about it. I always say Raguel's name. I'm like, Raguel, like, take care of that. Um, it helps me it prevents me from wanting to do things like retaliate and that kind of thing. It's the give it up to God type of attitude, like Raguel's going to take care of this. They're going to get their karma. But anyway, I say all that to say that there have been some things that's been happening to you. I don't even want to say recent past. It's been happening for a while. This is lingering energy that hasn't been closed out. But your new life is here. So it's time to close it out and let Raguel take care of this. Because if you're letting your past experiences, if you're trying to drag that into your new, through the portal, right? Because I talk about that a lot. If you haven't seen your yearly reading, you should go have a look, as I talk about that a lot in the yearlies. You can't take garbage through the portal, guys. If you try and take garbage through the portal, it's just going to shoot you back into your past 3D karmic lesson, if that makes sense. If you want to close out your karmic experience, whatever it was for you, a betrayal, a divorce, a job that you needed to leave, those kind of things, a toxic relationship of any kinds, you need to close that out. Yeah, that was at the end of the Piscean reading too. A lot of us have already done that, but because see, there's a feeling of, there's a lingering effect of whatever this was that makes you feel less than. And it doesn't need to be a fully conscious thought. It doesn't mean that you're walking around telling yourself that you suck. It's just like, which can be for some of you, but it can be like this underlying feeling that you hold in your subconscious type of thing. Like you have this influx of ideas, but it's like you don't have confidence in yourself that you can pull it off, that that kind of thing. And it's because of the energy that you're currently lingering in. As soon as you shed yourself of that energy, you're going to be able to really see clearly what your next move is. That's the Page of Wands here at the very end. See, this page is really examining this wand here. This is the wands from the Ace of Wands, right? The wands, that's the universe, like that hand coming out of nowhere with the wands, handing it to you. This is you after you've received that wand and you're really examining it like, oh, well, look at this wand. What am I going to do with this wand? But you're not going to be able to get past this energy into the Two of Swords, which is the guy with the two, did I say swords? Two of Wands, with the two wands, and he's holding the globe in his hand. This is after he's really chosen what he's going to do with the sword, and he's starting to brainstorm what he's going to do next. You're going to be stuck in this energy, and you're not going to be able to materialize your success if you're staying in this air of inadequacy that this low vibrational energy is holding you in, right? Which people like in circumstances like narcissists and a narcissistic atmosphere is going to hold you in, right? Because narcissists love to make other people feel less than, right? They're very successful with those death by a thousand paper cuts. It's not that one thing that they say to you that to insult you that demolishes your self-esteem. It's the daily picking at you every day that kind of chips away at your self-esteem, which is what this is, right? So you've got to remove yourself from this. And it doesn't matter how resilient you are or how bright your light is. No one is ever fully immune to that kind of energy. You can be resistant to it for sure, but just if you stay in that energy long enough, it's going to affect you in some way or another. And over time, it accumulates. And that's what this Five of Pentacles is talking about here, right? So let's shed this already so that you can get to the Three of Pentacles, right? Which is self-esteem and self-respect and receiving respect from others because you are exuding the energy of worthiness. And you can't achieve this when you're in the Five of Pentacles type energy of the left out in the cold being less than energy. Okay, so in this line here, we've got the Tower of the Sudden, like Newton's apple energy, and the fast influx. This is, what this card is telling me. I just had a vision of the sound of that meme of that lady. Ain't nobody got time for that. you know? That's what this is. Ain't nobody got time for this energy. Because you're going to be having so much creative juices, creative energy raining down on you that, you're going to need to get rid of this. This is like mud you're going to get stuck in. Get rid of this. All right, so let's get some clarity here. Oh, so nice. Nine of Pentacles, right? You have better days ahead. Um, Spirit is saying, this is what, you've been dreaming of for a while. It's like your chariot has arrived to take you to your new life. But just don't take your garbage with you. Right? Look at you. Five of Cups. Mourning over what was and what you've lost. These spilled cups are worthless. You once loved them, that's fine. Whatever. But you're moving on to better things. And here are two cups here behind you full, upright, and ready for you to enjoy. With more to come. Well, Queen of Cups, right? This is, excuse me, this is choosing yourself for once. We're not worrying about anyone else, thinking about anyone else's welfare other than yours. No, here's about yours. Okay. That's it. King of Swords. Right? Goes very well over the Five of Pentacles. This is taking out the trash. Cutting out the garbage out of your life with surgical precision. We're sifting through what is good and valuable and nourishing to take with you into that chariot and discarding what's toxic and rotten in your life and throwing it in the trash, cutting it away out of your life and dumping it in the trash. All right. So I think we can go on to advice now. One from the higher self oracle. One. I had a feeling messages from the universe was going to come up because we was talking. I picked up the deck before. Okay, we've got one. Gratitude. Yeah. How do you get over this kind of energy? Oh, no, 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 wait. How do you get over the Five of Cups with gratitude? Right? If this guy in this card had gratitude, he would not be in this posture here. He would have been turned around, marveling at the two cups behind him. This is the opposite of gratitude. With a little bit of gratitude, you can get the chariot moving forward. And how do we practice gratitude when we're feeling shitty? With the tiniest, teeniest thing. It's like how do you climb a mountain? What's one step at a time, right? Whatever it is, be grateful for this reading. How about that? Whatever it is, the 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 glass of something, whatever it is that you're drinking right now, that's quenching your thirst. Be grateful for that. The chair that you're sitting in, I mean, the smallest thing. The nice feeling that you have when you slip into a bubble bath. Be grateful for that. As you start naming those things as you go along throughout your day, what you're grateful for, this I promise you, because it works every time, because for someone who is very familiar with depression, even, gratitude is everything. Getting up in the morning, making your bed, and being grateful for having that bed and the roof over you, it's a great way to start the day and take it from there. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Look at this. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. You got lots of pentacles here. You got the star. Um, so maybe what this Five of Pentacles, maybe that's what is this is talking about here. Finances. And this influx of ideas, that makes a lot of sense too. A lot of sense. So for the most part, this is about finances. Okay. So listen to me. When you start getting these influx of ideas, for some of you, it may have started already. Some of you, not yet, but it's going to happen. You can have, we've all gone through this. Even I have. You get an idea and you're like, but wait a minute, how's that going to work? I'm broke. You know, just write it down. Just be grateful. And I was talking about gratitude. Be grateful for the influx of ideas. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God, for these this idea. What a fabulous idea that makes me feel happy thinking about it. Right? The how is not important. The how is not your business right now. It's none of your business. That's the universe's business. Let the universe start, you know, putting together the how. Right now, and remember, wait, let's go to the beginning of the reading, right? When we said new dreams and ideas, not necessarily implementing, but dreaming. Okay? I talked about this is bringing us full circle to the just enjoying, right? I was talking about this theater and sitting and eating our popcorn, right? When we're watching a sci-fi movie or a fantasy movie, right? Suspension of disbelief, right? When we're watching a movie, say Star Wars, we don't sit there and say, "Come on, how is that possible that this guy is flying through space?" We just believe it, right? As we're going along and we're taking it in and we're enjoying the story. Suspension of disbelief, right? You've got to have that suspension of disbelief here. Worry about the how later. And in fact, don't worry about the how. You're not going to need to worry about the how because the hows are going to be presented to you as you go along, right? You're going to focus on the ideas, enjoying them, writing them down, luxuriating in them, fantasizing about them. Journal that too. Um, and if you have the urge to indulge in the how, do it in a fun way. Like, let's say, I don't know, you like to cook and you want to have your own restaurant. That is, well, definitely, because I'm a Capricorn, right? I'm Capricorn sun. We are very, very good at putting the brakes on that kind of thing. Like, come on now, that's crazy. How are you going to come up with that kind of seed money? And you blah, 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 blah. Just throw that away, suspension of disbelief. In our heads, we are going to think about where we want to have that restaurant, what the restaurant's going to look like, what color seats you wanted, all of that. You're going to put all of that together in your head and you're going to enjoy that. That's visualization, all part of the manifestation. The how, as you fantasize about it, is going to present itself later. Pyrite. As this influx of ideas are going to come to you, pyrite can help you. I don't know how much I went into this before. I can go, excuse me, guys. I can go off onto tangents and forget about what I've talked about previously, especially when you've got spirit in your ear feeding you stuff. Hold on, let me get a sip of water. Okay. Pyrite is going to help you really choose the ideas that are most relevant to you in the moment and which ones you should pay attention to and start planning. The rest of them that you feel are not so practical in the moment, you're going to write them down and save them for later, right? It's going to help you do that. Um, okay, guys. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Wait a minute. Ganesh, you want to say anything? Me, Ganesh. Okay. Ganesh has been showing up every now and then in the reading. I have a Ganesh pile. Lakshmi? No? No others? Okay, that's the reading. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. It's like Christmas morning for me. I love getting messages from you guys and responding to you. I respond to every single one. Um, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers though, so if you're not subscribed yet, please do. It means a lot to me. Those of you who have already subscribed, just take a quick peek and see if you're still subscribed because the algorithm tends to unsubscribe randomly. So please do. And click the like button, which I'd appreciate. Okay, guys? I will speak to you soon. Have a look in the description below for your yearly reading and other information. Love, light, and many blessings.